Hopefully Brandon's little box works as advertised.
Indeed. Death by toxic rocks hardly befits a source hunter.
may the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Come hither, sweetheart, or if I had a star for every time...
Oh no, pal of mine. So you found the Tenebrium? A grand feeling to have bested the King of Trolls, isn't it? Huh? Hand the blighted stuff over and you'll be privy to every damnable secret this place has been hoarding.
Do you have sunburn, or are you always this hot?
Why don't you
Come
stay
hither,
a while,
sweetheart, or
darling?
if I
I
had a
just
star
know I
for
could
every
take
time
you on
you
a
brighten my
wild
day, I'd
ride
have a
if you let
galaxy in
me.
my hand. Come hither, sweetheart, or if I had a star for every time you brighten my day...
Over here,
I'd have a galaxy.
Good
sweetie.
plan.
What do you mean you couldn't find it? You let a big blubberhead like King Gungir get the best of you? Ha! To hell with it all. Brandon's done waiting for a miracle in this pit.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? Because you're the answer to all my prayers. Tell me, sweetie, do you have sunburn, or are you always this hot?
Not so fast. We could sell that, but if I promised to buy you something extra special with the profits? A gem-studded scabbard, a flask of imported rum.
Or if I had a star for every time you brighten my day...
No, we'll do as I...
Sakes alive! I knew I could count on you. Now it's my turn to make good. I'll be happy to share with you the not-so-little secret of these mines. For starters, Source Hunter, you already know that this is a volatile material. What you might not know is that there are ways to handle it that can diminish or even prevent its negative effects. All it takes is a little know-how. Here, I'll show you. And if you're ever looking for a full cure, I'd recommend visiting the Immaculate Chapel. Nod your way through their little sermons and they'll give you access to a special mineral that can heal even the worst cases of rot. Now that there's a handy bit of information. But the real secret is yet to come, my friend. Lardance, the bloke from the mining guild, ordered dozens of men to extract tenebrium from these here mines, knowing full well that doing so was as good as sending them to their deaths. Beasts of burden, he called the miners, and said that the guild'd turn a profit quicker if the men mined the stuff lickety-split, before the rot ran its full course. I've got a letter here from the mining guild to Mr. Lardance himself, proving everything I've claimed. You can have the damn thing. I've sat on this secret long enough. There, it's yours. I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend. Thanks to your help, I'll retire a wealthy man, far, far away from this godforsaken pit. Well, I'm off with little more to me name than a small fortune here in me pocket. Farewell to you, source hunter, and good riddance, Silver Glen.
Hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand. Tell me, sweetie, you and
Over
someone...
here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
It is not easy to understand this, Lawrence. He had food, clothes, and gold enough. How could he have let others die so that he could gain more? In Home Forest, we kill to eat or to protect ourselves. What reason could Lawrence have to take more than he could use, and to let his fellows die for it too?
To share a moment together.
A society that allows such evil to flourish is rotten at its very core, Source Hunter. I would be careful of your pouch of gold. Shiny pebbles cannot mean more than beating hearts.
Hello again, Your Grace. You what? The only brilliant solution you could come up with was to blow up the entire mine? Oh, why didn't I think of that myself? You've ruined each and all of us, you low-down, backbiting, rat-faced nincompoop. What'll I tell the men? Better yet, what'll you tell them? Oh, begone from my sight. But, Your Grace, I never... Oh, damn it all to hell in a handbasket. I can't do this anymore. Yeah, so the jig's up, eh? So what if I let those back-asswards yokels mine the tenebrium? I paid them well enough. And if they got sick, it's no one's fault but their own. I'll tell you what. You keep this little factoid between us, and I'll make it worth your while. How's 1,000 gold sound?
Lawrence has a point, you know. The miners were paid for their risk. No one forced them to take the job. We may as well accept this token and move on. Accept the money, and I'll use my share to buy you those wolfskin boots I've seen you eyeing. What do you say? Accept the money, and I'll use my share to buy you those wolfskin boots I've seen you eyeing. What do you say?
No, we'll do as...
Well, be a saint if you like. Not all of us have that luxury. Business is a dog-eat-dog world. I wouldn't expect you to have learned much about reality at your little Source Hunter Academy.
Conduit's quite upon you, friend.
The Shire...
Over. Hi there, honey. You look like you're in dire need of some fun. And I'm just the girl. Is he a gentle troll? Would he benefit from my particular expertise, you think? It is strange, but, well, if you're willing to pay me on behalf of your toll-taking friends, I'll be glad to keep him company. I do believe 2,050 gold should cover it. Well, I sure ain't romancing a troll. Hi there, honey. Is he? And I'll take that gold. Cheers, darling. Well, I guess I'll be off to visit Mr. Troll then. He's the one closest to town, yeah? At least I won't have to run far if he gets too fidgety. See you around, sweetheart.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? 'Cause you're the answer to all my prayers.
So unless I'm very much mistaken, we just paid a courtesan to cheer up a lonely troll.
Come hither, sweetheart. Or if I had a star...
When you put it like that, I guess you could say we performed an act of great kindness.
These goblins are worse than the trolls. Half as dumb and twice as mean. I hope you haven't come...
Oh, my hero! My heart is still racing. That little monster's face haunts me every time I so much as blink. Bonnie's my name, and I am, or rather I was, a lover for hire. Folks would come to me when they were in need of some company, conversation and more intimate desires. But this fiasco has put an end to it. I'll never set another foot into a client's room, not on my life. Yes? Search me. He's a regular of mine, with rather eccentric tastes, I might add. He always wants me to wear a grey wig, for example, and walk with a cane. But I digress. Anyway, he recently spent the night again, and I couldn't sleep because of his muttering. He talked something awful all through the night. In the morning, I told him he had gone on and on about some Maradino character and a supposedly secret treasure lair somewhere in the woods. Next thing I knew, he flew into a rage, said the treasure was his and his alone, and that I was nothing but a meddling care. I was just about to let him know I won't stand for such language when he pulled that monster of a bicky out of his satchel and told the little gnome to guard the princess and to go boom if I tried to escape. I spent hours of horrid fear up in that room until you saved me. Nothing much, I'm afraid, but go ahead. I'll answer what I can. I used to, you know. Merchants came and went. They paid well and gave me gifts. Fewer and fewer of them travel here. I haven't been immaculate for a long time now, darling. And if I see what passes for immaculate here in town, I don't want to join the club anew either. Give me fun, not fanaticism. Give me zeal, not zealotry. These people... I honestly don't know what has gotten into them.
I've traded my pickaxe for a bloodstone, and you'll do the same if you know what's good.
Watch where you're going. Ever shot a bull?
Quite a fine skeleton beneath that hide of yours, isn't there? Yes, a lovely stud.
I hope you haven't come for miner's work, my friend.
Please!
All my prayers.
You must be a broom, because you just swept me off my feet. No questions, please.
Where the wind blows, the goddess breathes.
Goddess greetings, friend.
Brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
Hello again. Or you've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around here. No. We traveled rather far from our hometown to plant new roots here in Silver Glen. My father, Ben, his death was somewhat mysterious. And we've traced the puzzle back to this little settlement. My mother will have plenty to say on that subject, if you're interested. My father was a good man, equal in character to his wife. His death was a bit intense, to be sure. Set in her ways, but fierce.
Do a salutoin, Hunter. My story. I believe Lawrence, the leader of Mining Guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot. Charming name, no? Yet ordered the miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness. And now they, how you say, kick down the bucket. But the sickness, it is not normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike sores. My son Sebi and I travel from our home to find truth. But this has proven not so easy. My sweet little Pomargo Vizago, my darling Ben. We got along like... how you say? We wait with hearts like stones. We help him inside and set him to... When his father... There, I come to Silver Glen to discover truth. So, you are bringing results?
Don't be so hasty. Do you really fancy starting a blood feud in this tiny village? We'll do Nadia a greater service by protecting her from the grim reality of her husband's unnecessary death. We'll do Nadia a greater service by protecting her from the grim reality of her husband's unnecessary death.
No, we'll do...
You have letter from mining guild? Let me looking. They tell Lawrence to keep mining tenebrium. They say they make him rich if he comply. The filthy pig. Oh. Mi voyagos al sia patrino domo sur la dorso del camelo kai riprochi si forte. I knew he was guilty. I knew he was to blame for Ben's death. Oh, I'll strangle him with my own 2 hands. I will do my best to give answer, Source Hunter. Chevy, come quickly! Watch shop while Mother put ghost of father to peace. Lawrence. It's true then. May Zal Moxes dry her socks on your mother's gravestone.
Oh, what are you going on about, you crazy old witch?
I know for truth you bring workers to mines to extract tenebrium, and that you do it knowing they will die of rot. You greedy man. Malsata rapo. You kill them to fill your own pocket.
Look, you're confused. You're ranting. Clearly there's no reasoning with you, so what say you take this rather expensive token and agree to keep your little delusions to yourself?
1,000 gold for my husband's death. Tell me, Source Hunter, does this man bring me for an idiot? I would be appreciating your advice before I strangle him right here and now.
that money can help Nadia and Sebi begin a new life somewhere else.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for your discretion. People get such ideas sometimes. Here, Mrs. Minor wife, take the gold.
Bag is quite heavy, yes. I see my silence is worth much to you. And your death won't bring my husband back. I take your money then, idiot scum, and wish you nothing but horror and shortness of life.
I need a moment to reflect.
Compassion indeed seems rather less important to you of late.
Hundreds worth of troll toll on her. She just lay there quiet as a mouse. Says more about you than it does about her.
To which Granny replied,
Friend, champion of my heart, I cannot describe my rapture. A ruby you have brought me, more precious than any other on this earth. Happiness, he has returned in all his sunny glory. For this unparalleled service, I must repay you. Have it back, the fee you paid on my behalf. Let sordid gold not stand between our friendship. My thanks, oh champion of my soul, my undying thanks.
A strong, potent male like that prefers a sing-songing twig like